Hey everybody, I am Amy Satori. Welcome to my channel if you're new. Nala just came racing in the room. She's so cute. Okay, and I have Annie laying here beside me. So there may be some antics any moment. It looks like Nola's playful right now. Maybe your masculine is feeling playful. So this is your biweekly masculine support. Wow, wasn't going to say that. Report, but support too, I suppose. Okay. There are no mistakes in the things that I say. It's really kind of crazy how that works. Okay. So if you guys aren't familiar with the True Love Journey, then I suggest taking a look at my playlist called All About True Love. So that you'll know what I'm even talking about when I'm saying the masculine, because it's not a gender thing. It's somebody's running away from love because they're afraid to get hurt. And the other person is like ready for a relationship already. And the feminine is like in her power on her throne and saying, okay, where are you? And the masculines are kind of building up the courage to embrace the true love that they've kept hidden. So that's kind of a very, very condensed version of this journey. And it's about your personal growth. It's not about sitting around pining, waiting for somebody. It's about, okay, what comes up for me, for both of them? What comes up for me right now? Is this a message for the masculines or for the feminines? Okay. All right. So apparently you guys need something right now. But yeah, it's, or I guess whoever this pertains to, if this pertains to you, it could pertain to both. But yeah, it's about your personal growth. Everything that triggers you and makes you afraid. You have to examine that and see what that's about. Patience. Don't you just love it? Nobody it matches my shirt. Nobody wants to be patient, but patience is the key, because it's like you start to dance with life. You embrace living in the moment rather than always striving for that which is going to make you happy in the future. And I think it's so important. Especially with what's going on in our world right now, it could be, you're just like, well, for crying out loud, like we're in survival mode right now. Like we need our masculines. So that's, try to get away from that mentality though. You want to prove to yourself and show to yourself that you can make it on your own. This is a time of sovereignty. And this is a time of staking your claim on who you truly are and standing in your power. So you're running the kingdom on your own, queens. You're running the kingdom on your own, and your masculine is going to come in at the exact perfect time. So I would affirm, thank you, God, that you've brought in the perfect person at the perfect time in the perfect way at the perfect day, in the perfect day, and just, and leave it open as to who that will be, because I believe the twin flame energy, even if it's a twin flame, the energy goes like a torch. It starts with the original twin flame. It gets sent to the soul flame. If that guy shuts the door because of his ego, it's an ego versus love thing, as with what's going on in our world too. Do you choose ego or love? And the minute you choose ego, you're off the path. So you have to keep choosing love. The feminines need to do it. The masculines need to do it in order to come into union, which just means being able to be together. And even if you guys can be in union and not have a relationship, you can agree to just like work together or have projects together or something like that, because maybe you've chosen to go on other paths or be with other people, and that's okay too. But it'd be good for you guys to be in union in the sense of like being on the same page and both feeling good about it. You know what I mean? You guys have to feel good about it. So if any of the masculines shut the door and say, no, I choose my ego, and they do this and they shut the door, in comes what's called like a soul flame. Now, don't get all wrapped up in the technicalities and the names of everything necessarily. It's just basically a twin flame, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, keeps going down the line, because you feminines are the egg that's going to be fertilized by the masculines. So there's going to be many masculines coming in for the feminines. So those of you who are just waiting for one to show up, that's going to make things it's going to put a lot of pressure on that masculine. And he may choose to go another direction after you've been waiting 20 something years. So you really don't want to put yourself in that position, and just believe in the law of attraction and believe that God is bringing great things to you. Okay. Patience. And then miracles. I feel like what for a lot of you feminines, what's going to happen is the minute you decide to be totally surrendered in the moment and focus on your own well-being and that of your family, if you have children, parents, whatever, it's like you're manning the fort and you are kind of almost, the man and the woman of the family. You're just balanced. You're taking care of everything. You got the business and everything else. You're self-sufficient, completely self-sufficient and independent financially in every way, shape, and form. You really want to strive to be your ultimate best. And then once you're in your power and you're totally surrendered to living in the moment and don't really have an attachment to the outcome, that's when all of a sudden the miracle pops in and there they are, ready to fix things, ready to, they just said, admit your wrongdoings, if that's how you feel, however, it's a lot of times in separation, the masculines have done, have had karmic partners that treated them really bad. And then the feminine had to watch the whole thing. It's like a train wreck and, all of that. I mean, the feminines have just gone through so much with their masculines usually. But I feel that it's, in a way, it gives the whole situation, it's by design, because obviously everybody goes through it. It's like, it's very cookie cutter. But once the masculine realizes his worth and he will not put up with being treated like that anymore, and he starts having good boundaries with people in his life and stops people pleasing so much and all that stuff, which the feminines have all been through as well. Once this evolution thing happens, then he shows up and wants to reconcile and wants to apologize and wants to make amends. And by then the feminines might have other options and might be considering which one they want to go with. So it's all pretty fluid. But you're going to measure up with the best possible fit for you. If you can keep your vibration as high as possible, keep in a state of joy and happiness, despite circumstances, dance around, play, goof off, whatever you can possibly do to stay in a positive vibration at this time. And have a lot of faith of what's to come. So yeah, we're being tested right now. Okay. So I'm going to skip the real long intro. In dense fog, it's best to be quiet and still. For now, don't go forward. Wait. It's hard to see what lies ahead, and things may not be as they seem. Things that seem one way, in fact, might be completely different. Now, this can go, some of you have said, oh, my masculine's getting married, or he just got married, or he's going another direction, or he looks like he's going another direction, or whatever. Things may not be as they seem to be. So keep your cool, it's those moments are good reminders to keep your options open, so you don't want to put all your eggs in that one basket. So keep your options open is just what the universe is trying to say to you when that kind of thing happens. But you never know if they're going to do an about face, or they're going to get an annulment, or they're going to, break a contract, or whatever it is. You never know what's going on behind the scenes. So be patient. The truth will emerge. In this state of obscured visibility, your imagination and intuition can be sparked, which is what will lead you to the ultimate truth and give you your guidance step by step as you go. If you can wait long enough, your dreams and inner yearnings can come to fruition if you wait long enough. So listen to your intuition and pay attention to those seemingly random thoughts. So, I always say that we're led by our higher selves, and our higher selves are an eagle. They're symbolic of an eagle to me. So this eagle is flying above us, trying to give us information as to what's best for us and the best decisions to make going forward. But if you're thinking too much, it's basically going to block the communication off between you and your higher self. So you want to make sure you're doing something like Qigong or meditation, whatever you can to stay really in the moment, be feeling the aliveness in your body simultaneously with walking around in your environment, hearing the cats play, hearing the kids scream, whatever is going on in your environment. only let your environment be 50% of what your attention is on. The rest needs to be like in your body, in the aliveness of your cells, and just being aware that you're an energy being, and don't get caught up in your so much in your world and so identified with your world that you go straight into ego. Okay, 517. They just showed me a number. 517. Keep going with your renewed positive outlook and affirmations, as this is making a healthy difference in your life. So some people use the true love journey to be martyrs, to feel sorry for themselves. And that is the last thing you want to do. And that's exactly what the dark side wants you to do, is to feel discouraged. I've waited forever. Do I really have to still heal? Do I still heal? Do I really have to continue to be patient? Oh, that word, patience. Do I really have to? It's like, it doesn't end, you guys. If you're still in your ego, why do I keep saying steal? I don't know. There might be something in that for you, but it's time to be so friends with the moment and with God in the moment that you lose the whole thing about I'd be happier if. Okay. Just make peace with everything being exactly as it is. Accept it as it is. Just be as you are. Be as you are and live your best life right now as you are, with nothing else added to it, subtracted to it, from it, whatever. Just stay present and make your life the best that it can possibly be. And that person will come in when when you're focused on you. Okay, so we're going to pull some cards. I've got my notes from your beloved ghoster cards that I have available on my website right here. And these are what he would say to you if he were here right now. What would your masculine say to you if he were here right now? Okay, a couple cards just turned over. Wow. Okay, I hope you're ready to make some major life changes quickly, because I'm going to sweep you away. Think about simplifying your life as best you can, because I anticipate this moving forward fast. Okay. And that's not going to be for everybody. This is a collective love reading, but I'm tapping into a majority of those who are watching me right now. Just because I love being intimate with you doesn't mean I'm using you or being a player. It's just my most comfortable way of showing you that I love you without words. So it's possible they come in all hot and heavy and, want some passion. Not that you have to give that to them, but, it's possible that you might be feeling like they're just treating you like they're just being a player, and you might be skeptical of that, but they're assuring you, or he's assuring you, no, I just love you that much that I can't wait to, express that with my body. So, and they're also letting you know that you've done nothing wrong. They're just figuring some things out. They love you, they want you, and they're coming for you. Please just be a bit more patient with me. I'll make this up to you later. Try to have the attitude, or, masculines, just know that this is just, your feminines will always love you, just like you will always love your feminines. And there's just one thing to keep in mind, no matter what has gone on between the two of you. Just make it up to them. That's all they care, because they will keep loving you, and they will keep, going through whatever they got to go through to learn their lessons and to keep going. Obviously they're too attached here and they feel abandoned there, and all of that. Everybody goes through all their worst insecurities with each other, and they will keep enduring that. But by the time you come around, just have that attitude of, what can I do to make it right? How do I make this right? How do I make this up to you? And then you're not going to have any problem if you come with that kind of attitude. How do I make this right by you? Even if you don't have a relationship, even if you decide to go separate ways, try to have the attitude of, what can I do to make things up to you? And then you guys can part ways harmoniously. You can, if there's resolution there. I know you think your body isn't perfect, but it's heaven to me. And I often think about and look forward to exploring it and how to pleasure you beyond what you've known. I want you so bad. there's a lot of sexual energy here at this time. So just, again, keep in mind that they're not being a player. They just really badly want to express how much they love you. When it comes to special occasions, I'm like a deer in headlights. I'm afraid to get involved and do something to screw us up. And I don't want to go down that rabbit hole I'm not ready for. I'm sorry, I just can't. So that I feel like that's what they were like in the past. They're explaining to you why sometimes like you would be like, why didn't they reach out at Christmas? I mean, that was the perfect opportunity. Why didn't they reach out at my birthday? I know they love me. I know they care about me. I know that I, really cherish birthdays or whatever, whatever special, or your parent died or, something like that happened. And you were just like, how could they do this to me or not do this for me? Like, how could they not like send flowers or, so something like that. But I will tell you that I always tell the feminines, like, do not expect anything ever from the masculines. Because I hear them say, but I called him and he didn't call back. When you truly love somebody, you give to them, just give to them because you love them and because you want to express that. That's it. It's as simple as that. You don't have expectations of it coming back to you. Eventually, if it's not reciprocated, like if they don't give back to you, would you give to them? Because that is just part of the journey. There is a period of ghosting in there. As they evolve and mature and do all that they got to do, there's like some kind of a wall that goes up between you guys. But I'm just telling you, so you don't hurt your own feelings. When you give, just give to give. Don't give to get. Always remember that. So if you guys are like, well, should I call him? Should I do this? I'm like, always express yourself honestly. Always tell the person exactly what you think and what you feel about everything going on. Give it to them so that your conscience is clear. And if you end up going another direction with somebody else, then you've let them know exactly what the scenario is. You know what I mean? Stay clear with everybody. Stay honest with everybody involved. And I say everybody because there could be other suitors. So just tell everybody the truth. Just be honest with anybody and everybody involved. And just see who comes forward authentically and with kindness eventually, but also giving them the benefit of the doubt and just knowing that, all true love journeys are like this. You're not going to escape it. If you find somebody that you just get along great with and they end up wanting to be together and it just kind of blah, 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 then that's just normal stuff. And a lot of times those guys are psychopaths and they know how to manipulate women and they know how to charm you. And I've seen it. I've seen some feminines be like, oh my gosh, I just met this perfect guy who came along and we dated for a bit. And then he asked me to marry him and it just, pew. And some of those times it's not fared very well. It's really not gone very well. And they've turned out to be pretty psycho. So you really do. It's a good thing that you guys are allowing this to build over time. And just give your masculine a chance to make it up to you. Okay, what else? I'm thinking of you right now and it's putting a smile on my face. I can't wait till we're face to face. I always get giddy the closer I get to coming to see you, and I'm closer than you think. Okay, so some of you, maybe your person is in the spotlight, or maybe you heard something through the rumor mill or something like that through friends or family. But whatever you just heard or are about to hear, if it hurt you, know that it was not true. It was fake news, a misunderstanding, or you're not getting the whole story. Trust me, I'll explain later. So again, giving the patient's card talked about like things aren't as they seem or may not be as they seem. So do not panic. Don't go down that negative rabbit hole. Don't throw your whole life out the window just because, you know what I mean? This is where you have to be like anchored, mature, and grounded and say, I got me. I got me. I love me no matter what. You are the only one who ever truly have your back no matter what. Absolutely 100%. Nobody will ever, you should never give your power to anybody else anyway. You provide your own happiness and fulfillment, Okay, so what does the tarot have to say about your masculine today? where the masculine's at right now. Now, these readings are not, this is happening this week. No, they're never really like that. It's not very common that you would have exactly like that happened in that week. I mean, it just doesn't happen. We're feeling into the energy of what's possible and what they're thinking about, what they're feeling right now. And we're picking up on that vibe. Now, it may take a little bit for that to actually come to fruition, if it ever does. Sometimes they take a whole other turn. I even made a video, like when your masculine throws you a curveball, like sometimes you don't even see it coming and they go a totally different direction. So you really got to stay in a high vibration. You're becoming the master of your vibration and your happiness right now. That is it. Love is just some whipped cream on the top, and it'll come when it comes. Your priority needs to be your own sanity and your own health, Okay. So he's spying on you. He's watching you from afar. He wants to make sure you don't get away. He could be spying on you in many, many, many different ways. We deal with celebrities a lot on this channel. So these guys, it's the craziest thing. You would not even believe me. You'd think I'm crazy if I told you. But they watch you in ways that you would never even know. They are watching your comings and goings. They're watching where you're driving. They have people who are watching through delivery trucks, Amazon trucks, all kinds of things. It's really crazy. But they're watching you or gathering more information about you, doing research about you, talking to family or friends about you, asking how you're doing. But this also is that they are feeling a little insecure as to what they're going to say to you. This could be even like reciting what they're going to say to you because they don't know what to say. So they're like, oh, let me do some research and let me put together a script, or read off the script or memorize the speech or something like that. But it could be, any of those things. And what did I just say? Memorizing a script to say something to you because they don't know what to say. And this is somebody making an offer to you, a love romantic offer, not a friendship offer. This guy wants to offer you his rose. We're at the end game and he has gone through every other scenario in his head. And believe me, it's like the masculines, they through that separation period, they will date so many people, go out with so many people, and I've always wanted to be with that one, or I've always wanted to see if that would work. And they tried just about everything, but they can never, ever, ever, ever get their minds off of you, and they can't stop spying on you, and they really just want to express their heart and soul to you, and maybe in a very romantic way, because this guy looks pretty romantic and he's got all that stuff going on. He's got a little letter set aside even. So maybe he was scripting a letter. Maybe it's not a speech, but a letter, And it's because you mean the world to him, and he's always wanted this new beginning with you. And it's because you're everything he's ever wanted in somebody. And he could be thinking he wants to make you the mother of his child. So, you are definitely the apple of his eye for sure. And he just sees you like so natural and effortless. How does she do it? How in the world does she do what she does? Because she just makes it look so easy, So he's making some kind of a judgment call or is awakening. His soul is being called up. I feel like he's leveling up. He's leveling up and calling bullshit on everything that is toxic. He's seeing it for what it is. He's rising above it. He's saying, I don't care anymore about the physical world even. I'm caring more about spiritual things. And materialism doesn't matter anymore. And I'm realizing that. I'm really realizing that the real things that matter are the matters of the heart, and feeling free and feeling excited and anticipatory about my future and authentic. So it's helping him to feel really strong and grounded. He may be thinking to make himself a husband to you. He could have a wolf sidekick or, little spirit guide. Let's look up what a wolf means. All right. What is a wolf? Here we go. All right. It says characteristics and behaviors that no longer serve your spiritual purpose are being culled for your consciousness. Are you kidding me? Did I not just say that? Rewind that. Holy cow. Make cooperation a priority over competition. Valuable insights, ideas, and new teachings are coming your way, so pay close attention. So they could be studying, they could be researching and studying to be more of a partner for you. It's important to maintain your self-esteem, and this is for both of you. It's important to maintain your self-esteem and integrity and deeply trust in your inner knowing. Wow, if this isn't, we're all probably tapping into this wolf spirit right now, because this is so important, even in our world. The world and our love lives are all like true love, and the world are all going through the same stuff right now. So it's important to maintain your self-esteem and integrity and deeply trust your inner knowing, even when you feel misunderstood and misaligned. You need to know your ultimate truth deep inside. You're being spiritually and psychically protected at all times, so there's really no need to fear. Holy cow. Boy, am I glad I looked that up. So your man, they just said he's a man with a plan right now. Like he is wanting to be a husband. He's wanting to be the rock that you can lean on. He wants to be the one that is a good, solid person to come to for advice, even wise, knowledgeable. He's like an old man who knows everything. It's like, come to me, I will hold you. You feel safe with me. I got you. It's all okay, and he's taken a while to get to this point where he feels like this, but he also knows that he knows some key people and some key things that he can and will put into place if necessary. It's like he's got some important VIP people in his back pocket that he is going to call on like this if he needs it to protect you guys. And to, look at that, strategizing. He's got a strategy no matter which way this goes. He's ready to think quick on his toes, and he may sneak up on you. He may surprise you, and it may be with a big fat ring. Who knows? And I say that because it could be a tangible object. And that's one coin, an ace of coins is commitment or something really solid. So he's being more of an independent thinker now. This Nine of Pentacles is about being an independent thinker and doing things on your own, doing things because you want to. He's also using wisdom, though, because I believe, that's an owl up there. So, and the owl is bringing the coin. The owl has been telling the masculine, like, it is wise to bring that coin to your woman. And this is also putting somebody up on a pedestal as they're being super successful and independent. This is the key. If this isn't you yet, then you'll get here. And then this is when your union will happen. But, there's a sense of purity about her in that white dress too. And look at how happy she is to take that coin. So, it's good graces. I just heard good graces. So it's like there is almost like, they're in love. They're in love. They'll listen to you, masculines. If you feel like you're scared to come forward because of everything that's gone on or hasn't gone on, then just rest assured, like those feelings have not gone away. This is about marriage, commitment, having unwavering faith. It could be somebody wanting to get married. So again, that's marriage, romantic offer, something even scripted or recited, making a judgment call to really stand in his power and be really grounded and mature, one thinking he's husband material. And then you got the marriage card. So this guy's serious. So he's not a player. When he comes forward and wants to have sex with you, it's not out of that bad place. Divine intervention kind of kicked in and kicked his butt and said, like, you got to get going on this and you got to do it now. So, and as I'm saying all of this, apply it to our world right now too. The universe stepped in and gave him courage somehow. What gave him the courage? What gave him the courage? strength. Okay. Wanting this to just come to, like, just being okay. Okay. He just decided to be in his power. He just decided to get in his strength and be in his power. Maybe he's thinking, I'm a lion, hear me roar. I am a lion, hear me roar. And it got him in his power in whichever way he did that in his own way. Every masculine's obviously got their own personality, but that's basically what they came to. It was just like, you know what? I am lion, hear me roar. And he had to scramble to figure out a way. He's like, I'm tired of the people pleasing, and it's time to just figure this out. It's time to figure this out and put that thing in the water and just start surfing. Just go. And then he's bringing that offer, a big juicy coin. Look at that. Bringing that big juicy coin. And it's going to have everything in it. You're going to have your dreams come true, you guys. And this is a yes. This is a yes. And he's clear. And so he's not going to come to you all confused. And I'm not sure. I'm still thinking about my ex, or maybe I should have made a different decision, but then I'm going to give this a try too. He's not going to be wishy-washy, dude. He's clear. He's like really clear. He's like, and he wants to be triumphant, and he wants to be that man that you've always hoped that he could be, or that he would be. Okay. Last message, please. Oh, okay. Well, he's overcome feeling like a victim so that he could have that new beginning with you and put that smile on your face. He's letting his guard down. Some of them were being flat out stubborn, but, now he's like, I want to be happy. I don't want to be stubborn and right. I want to be happy. That's good, because he had to get to that place, I feel, because when you're married, you have to be able to apologize. You have to be able to become humble, or you cannot make a relationship work. So it's like Spirit had to break him. Spirit had to break him down. He was like a wild stallion that just wouldn't keep us, but he was just a wild stallion, and they had to tame him and get him ready to actually have a real relationship that would be fulfilling for both of you. And then it's just made him want to be with you for the rest of his life and to ascend with you, even go up the ascension ladder, go up those stairs. And guess what that's going to do for humanity? You can only imagine. So, as unions come together, it's going to help. It's going to anchor in this beautiful, loving new earth energy and give a lot of people a lot of hope. It's going to inspire a lot of people. It's just going to raise the vibration. The more people that are happy, the more everybody becomes happy, because we're all one. So we need to have these unions to kind of counteract the crazy negative energy out there right now. We got to have the love come together to start to balance things out. You're flying high right now, which may threaten others, but don't descend, because others will soon be inspired by your example. You guys are here to inspire. A happy move to a new place or a home of employment, a new home or a place of employment. This movement will usher in a positive new energy. So get ready for a move. And it may not be for a year or so, but they're letting you know, like, simplify your life, like it said in the beginning, like, get ready for things to move quickly. I mean, it could be real quick. For some of you, I've been seeing things happening within a matter of months and being married by the end of the year already. So just be ready. They're saying you deserve the best. Reach for the stars with your dreams and desires, and don't compromise. Don't compromise. Don't go with, go with the one that is truly being honest and authentic with you, and that you love with all your heart, and you would do anything for them. What is it that you truly want? You may have to consider that if you have more than one option too. Like, what is it that you truly, truly want? And think of the impact that you could make as well. Victory, your desire is coming to fruition. Keep up the good work. And then again, a happy move to a new home or place of employment just showed up again. So, all right, you're going to have your victory, both of you. And Flirt. Be playful and flirt. Masculines, if you're watching this, this is key. Keep it light, keep it silly, keep it fun. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So if you're struggling financially, perhaps you need to rise above that in order to get to this energy that we've had today. Get your finances in order. What else do you want to say about the finances? Maybe that's why they've needed space. It says, please give me the space I need. I have to figure this out on my own so I can feel proud of myself. So maybe they've had to get a new job or a new career, or they've had to at least feel like they could, I don't care what others think. We're perfect for each other, and that's all that matters. They're totally in their power. They just may need to figure some financial things out or even get there. I just felt like other people dipping their hands in your masculine's pot of gold, and it's like he's smacking everybody's hands like, stop it, stop it. Everybody it needs a little tough love right now. Y'all got to take care of yourself. And this could be maybe even not money, but it could be all kinds of different things. The way that they, who they put their attention on, how they're spending their time and that kind of thing. The masculines are getting wiser because they're loving themselves. They're loving themselves. And that's what's going to be key to everybody being happy in the situation. Not money, not any of that other stuff. It is safe for you to love, you guys. It's safe. So stay optimistic, and it's going to be worth waiting for. You can trust. Everything's going to work out. Everything's going to work out all right. Try to make it a win-win for everybody if possible. Okay. I guess we're good. Well, it feels like we're good. Let me just do a blessing for you guys. Hamama nai ken sa se shen na hai la. He pen pen ka e na chen sa se la. He na hu oma e na te. Ken chen sa pi pa na I ke la an. Ha polo bona ki na te chen se na ai ke. Ha la oma ana ta tai sa. Shame ha inke. Keep optimistic, anticipate wonderful things, be meditating every day, be so grateful for everything that you have, and be imagining being so happy with someone in the future. Pray as if it's already happened. Thank you, God, so much that my masculine has come to me. We've sorted things out. We feel really great about things. Thank you, God, that you've restored my faith. Thank you, God, that I can now feel at peace in this connection, and I trust it. Thank you, God, that we have healed and forgiven each other, and now we're laughing and we're building a life together, and it just feels so amazing. I don't have a single doubt about going in this direction of my life. It feels phenomenal. And even if it turned out to be something different than what you thought it would be, thank you, God, so much that you built me up and grew me all that time just to make a switch at the last minute that's going to just be the best decision I've ever made. Just be ready for it. To just know that Spirit's got your back. God's got your back, and you can do this. Just have faith in you. Love you. And forget about the masculine. Just build your life to the best of your ability, with all the joy you can muster in your heart at this time. All right. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in a couple weeks. Bye.